The remains of Navy Captain Michael Scott Speicher have returned home. Captain Speicher's flag-draped casket arrived in Jacksonville, Florida Thursday afternoon. His plane was shot down during a combat mission in 1991 at the start of the Gulf War. Captain Speicher's remains were discovered last month in Iraq's Al-Anbar province. Secretary of Defense Robert Gates says he's confident Afghans will be able to have a fair and credible presidential election. The Secretary and Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General James Cartwright, briefed reporters Thursday at the Pentagon. With the election a week away, the defense leaders say Marines are experiencing some success in Operation Eastern Resolve 2 at pushing Taliban out of the South.
We are looking at a mixed picture. In some parts of Afghanistan, the Taliban have clearly established a presence. The operations underway now, and those being considered for the coming months, are designed to roll back the Taliban and establish a lasting security and government presence. A presence that can give the Afghan people confidence that they will be protected from intimidation and retribution.
With the work that's going on in Helmand, we're seeing positive signs. I think the commanders believe that they are making progress. What's the end state? If the election is the timeline that we're looking at, the metric is, are more people able to come out and avail themselves of a democratic process of voting? Yes, that looks like it's going to be the case. All the indications are. Are we stable there? Have we obtained all of the objectives we intend to attain in Helmand? Not yet.
Secretary Gates said he's hoping international forces can eventually start returning more security responsibility back to Afghani forces. Specialist Jennifer Dolson continues our team coverage with more on how security and stabilization are key in providing safety to the Afghan citizens.
U.S. Marines, sailors, and Afghan National Army soldiers launched Operation Eastern Resolve 2 in Helmand province in an effort to disrupt insurgent violence and provide freedom for the Afghan citizens to have the opportunity to vote in the upcoming provincial and national elections. 500 International Security Force members with the Marine Expeditionary Brigade Afghanistan make up the bulk of the operation. Commanding General of MEB Afghanistan Marine Brigadier General Larry Nicholson says, "Our mission is to support the Independent Election Commission and Afghan National Security Forces. They are the ones in charge of these elections. Our job is to make sure they have the security to do their job." As a subordinate unit of NATO's International Security Assistance Force, MEB Afghanistan's mission goal is to connect local citizens with their legitimate government while establishing stable and secure conditions for the upcoming election. Specialist Jennifer Dolson, Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan.
U.S. Marines are helping Afghan civilians stay out of the line of fire as they battle the Taliban on the outskirts of the southern town of Dahaneh. About 400 Marines, along with Afghan soldiers, are trying to secure the Taliban stronghold and protect its residents from Taliban reprisals. An embedded television crew was on hand as Marines guided an Afghan family to safety.
Tell him that right now it is not safe for them to walk over there. They have to come with us. Tell them the Taliban has guns all over there.
Be sure to stay with the Pentagon channel for complete coverage on the upcoming elections. The Army has released its suicide data for the month of July. Among active duty soldiers, there were 8 potential suicides. In June, the Army reported no confirmed suicides and 9 potential cases. From 1 January 09 through 31 July, there have been 96 reported active duty Army suicides. Of those, 34 are pending determination of manner of death. Soldiers in need of crisis assistance should reach out to the VA's National Suicide Prevention Hotline and call 1-800-273-TALK. Coming up ahead on Around the Services, military spouses looking for federal jobs are getting a new boost. We'll have the latest on this change. But first, preparing to deploy. A guided missile cruiser that saw battle in the Korean War gets ready to join the fight again.